What's up, guys? This is Aman from Tech Unwind 9, and I'm doing the review of a Galaxy S10 Plus Ceramic Edition. Check this out, guys. How beautiful is that? Now, I know you guys are gonna tell me you're late to the game. But listen up, guys. I spent my hard-earned money on this thing. I didn't have any sponsors. Nobody bought this for me. So it took a little bit extra time, but I'm gonna do this for you. And I feel like most tech reviewers got the white edition. This is a ceramic edition. It costs a lot more, and it's definitely worth the wait. And I wanted to show this to you guys. Check that out. How beautiful is that? You guys can see that? Before we start, if you guys could subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon at the bottom of the screen, it would really help me out. Here we go. Let's start the review of the Galaxy S10 Plus Ceramic Edition. Alright guys, let's begin with this review. The first thing that you're going to be missing with this Galaxy is no notification light. This does not have that on top anymore, and that's one of the things that I don't like at all. It was much easier for you to be able to see that notification without turning the screen on than having to turn the screen on right now, or double tapping to see if you have a notification on the home screen or on your lock screen. Alright guys, before we start this video, can you guys please subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon on the bottom of the video? It really helps my channel out. But this phone makes you look like you're somebody special, somebody important, someone that's doing some kind of business. So keep that in mind. If people don't want to be associated with something flashy, don't get this phone. Okay, this phone's not for you. If you don't like flashy phones, this is a flashy phone. Okay, everybody knows what this phone is, and if they don't, they're gonna stop you and ask you about it. They're gonna say, hey, what's up with that phone? Why do you have that phone? That phone looks amazing. I want to know everything about this phone. Please help me. Help me right now. So if you don't want to help people, don't get this phone, okay? Don't you get, just make yourself, just do yourself a favor. Just don't do it, okay? If you're not a people person, just don't do it to yourself. It doesn't bother me, but some people will bother, okay? People don't like to talk to people nowadays. I don't know. I'm a people person, so I love talking to people. I love telling people what this is and what it's all about and letting them check it out. So that's just me personally. Now, if your friend or your girlfriend or anybody in your family that has low battery on their phone, you can actually put the phone on the back of this and charge this also. As long as they have reverse wireless charging on their phone also. Now, the battery is about 4100 milliamp. It's not too big, not too small. It's supposed to get you through an 8-hour day, but honestly, I haven't seen an 8-hour day. I'm a heavy user, and guess what? That means I'm getting about 4.5 to 6 hours of screen on time. I mean, that's with YouTube, Maps. Definitely when you're using Maps, it takes up a lot of battery life. So you got to be careful with what you're using it for. Otherwise, for me, I always have a charger with me. I always have it connected. If it goes to 50%, I don't like that. I just plug it right into my car and charge it up. It charges pretty fast, so I don't have to worry about it. But for the people that say you're getting 8 hours out of it, it's probably medium to moderate use. I'm not able to get more than, I would say, about 6 hours of battery time. I mean, I could probably do it, but the things I do on the phone, I'm not gonna stop doing those, and I'm gonna use the screen at max brightness so that way I can enjoy the screen the way it's meant to be. And also, by the way, I forgot to tell you guys something very important. If you guys use this screen at a 4K Quad HD resolution, you're gonna get less battery life for sure, which unfortunately Samsung gives you the option to actually change the screen settings in here. I'll show you guys how to do that right now. Go in here, display, screen resolution right here. See this? You can switch it from HD plus to FHD plus WQHD Plus, okay? I always keep it at the highest resolution, but you can change it to whatever you want. The lower the resolution, the better battery life you're gonna get, okay? Now you can also use the edge screen if you want to use the edge screen. You slide it over here. I don't have everything set up in here, but you guys can take a look. Let's say if I want to open up Google Chrome, okay, I can do that. My video is still playing, and check this out. You can buy an iPhone, iPad, whatever you want while you're watching the video. That's really, really nice. Now, if you use the edge panels like I just showed you guys, you can actually edit it. You can add more apps to it, or you can get rid of some of the apps. I don't know. Let's say if you want to use, all right, I like Netflix, so let's go with Netflix. We'll just put Netflix in there. All right, so now you got Netflix in there. All right, go to the home button. You should have Netflix in there right now, okay? Let's take a look. All right, so see that? You got Netflix right in there. Click on that, and bam, Netflix pops up. You guys see that, okay? That's really, 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 really nice feature that we have right there, okay? Now, this feature is really nice for people that want to do things really, really fast. You don't want to slide down and then start typing. All the apps that you use all the time, for instance, YouTube, I don't know if you use Maps. I use Maps every day, and I use it a lot of times. So I keep Maps up here. YouTube is definitely on for split screen. You can split screen both of these and actually have YouTube and Maps together, so that way you don't have to worry about getting in and out of apps. That's really, really nice. I can do that. All right, so this has true multitasking. I'm gonna show you guys how to do that right now. Check this out, okay? You're watching a video and you decide you wanna do something else. So you go into the home screen right here. Okay, so you can go in, oh, you got a phone call. Let's make a phone call, you know? While you're watching the video, you can make a phone call, all right? You don't wanna make a phone call, no problem. Get out of it, okay? You can go into any app you want. You want to go into Facebook, you can do browsing, and you can move this to the bottom if you want. If you want to scroll up or down, you can do that. Move it to the side, move it to the right on the bottom. All right, guys, next, the camera. The camera on this thing is pretty decent. I like it a lot. Check this out. I mean, it has so many options. It's got the photos, it's got the live focus. Look at this live focus right here. Check this out. See how it zooms in and clears up really well. You can, it's really, really nice. I mean, if you zoom, you can even actually zoom it back out if you don't like the way it looks. Zoom in, and that's all a lens doing the work, not digital. So you're not gonna lose the quality of the photo. Let's go over here to the video. You have the slow-mo. You have the super slow-mo right here. Can you guys see the super slow-mo? Okay, slow-mo right here. Hyperlapse. Okay, that's for really fast recording. So it's a really good selection right up here. Then you have the pro mode on the side right here, which gives you a lot of options. You can choose all the different options. You can choose the ISO, you can choose the standard, AF, you can choose a lot of different options here, okay? Everything's, you can see the dots is trying to control where to zoom in, zoom and focus. Up here, you have the flash on and off. You can turn how many seconds you want the camera to take a picture. You can change to different modes. If you want to do Instagram, you want to do regular picture, you can change the ratio, whatever you want. You can do emojis right on top, AR emojis right here. If you go into here, check this out. It gives you the options right up here. Okay, this is a really nice feature right here. You can change everything. You can change the size of the video. You can do advanced recording, video stabilization. If you want to take that off, in case you're using a gimbal, you could do that. Let's take a look. What does it have in here? Camera modes, you can choose different kinds. Now there's another option here, which basically lets you choose the last camera mode that you use, and every time you go back into the camera app, it pops back up with that. So you can use that if you want to use. So it gives you, Samsung gives you a lot of options, okay? Now I want to show you guys the some of the angles that this thing can do. Now this is the photo I'm on right now. You got the regular mode, then you got the zoom in right here, and then you got the wide angle. Can you guys see that? Here's a wide angle right here. I mean, look at how much information you're getting in that. That's pretty amazing, isn't it?
You guys see that? I mean, that's amazing right there. You got the regular, you got the zoomed in version, and then you got the wide angle. All right, you guys see that? I just want to really show you guys that a lot of the phones don't have the wide angle, so this is really nice to have. That's a really nice feature. Now with the live focus, I want to show you guys this, okay? It has different options over here. Can you guys see that? Check that out. It's changing. See how it's focusing only the middle of the screen, wherever the subject is, everything else is blurred out. Check this out over here. Okay, this one blurs out the outside, almost makes it into like a black background outside. Here, let me show you that one more time. All right, I'm gonna take that picture and show you guys, okay? Okay, let's take a look at that one. Click on that like that. Can you guys see that? It blurred out all the outside. It looks really nice. You see that? All of this is black. Black around here, black around here, black around here. I mean, if you take a better picture, you'll see the difference, but you get my point. Now let me show you a picture real quick, okay? I'm gonna take one picture for you guys. There we go. Let's take a picture of this right here. Let's take a picture of the gremlin. We're gonna zoom in. All right, here's the picture. Let's go back into it. Can you guys see that? Let's see if it picks up some detail. Look at how clear that is. Can you guys see that? I mean, I can zoom all the way inside. I mean, you can see the pixel at this point, but you can see that you get the point. See how clear and vibrant that is? It's amazing. Samsungs are amazing. Now, the next thing we need to talk about is the display. Look at this display, guys. This thing is amazing. It's a quad HD display. Super AMOLED, super amazing. All right, guys, I'm gonna show you what this looks like and sounds like real quick, okay? Watch this. This is a 4K display. All right, you guys get the point. You see how loud that was? I mean, the speakers on this thing is pretty nice. I really like that a lot. And the 4K display, Jesus Christ, it's amazing. I mean, there is no comparison, and you guys can see that. I must say, I've seen a lot of phones in my life. This, hands down, is the best display I've held in my hand, period. Up here, there's two cameras. They're hidden perfectly. Samsung did a really good job at this. I mean, they really thought it through. They got so many different types of wallpapers that you can use with this that hide the two cameras right there. Can you see that? It's amazing. You can barely see it. I mean, if I put it down here, look at this. If you put it sideways, you can't even tell it's there. Now you got a little speaker over there that's taken away from the screen, but it's no big deal. I mean, compared to a notch on an iPhone, come on. And I'm an iPhone guy, but this is amazing. This is top-notch stuff. No pun intended. Now, this has a fingerprint sensor that's really amazing. It's not the fastest fingerprint sensor, but it's really, really nice, and it's a great feature to have on a Samsung device. Let me show you where it is. Okay, check this out, guys. Just double click on the screen, and you see that? You just hold down, and it pops right open. Can you see that? It's amazing. That is the future right here, guys. I mean, did you think that you're gonna get that in 2019? I never knew that. I mean, come on. Now, my favorite thing about this phone is the always on display. I love that on this. I wish I had that on my iPhone. They still don't have that on an iPhone. Can you believe it? It's 2020 and they still don't have that on an iPhone. But an iPhone needs to get that ASAP. Here it is. Let me show you what you guys are missing on an iPhone. Can you see that? See that? You can see the time. You can see the day. You can see the date, and it also tells you the percentage, and it shows you a little battery icon on the bottom. I mean, I don't have a SIM card in here, so it shows you that also. But when it's plugged in, it'll tell you it's charging also. That's really nice to see, without having to press the button on the side to see all of that information. The same information, but basically you can see it on the always on display, as you guys can see right now. For those of you that are IP Patrol, this is IP68 proof, so you don't have to worry about it. This can go right in the water. That means you can take it into the ocean if you want to take it in the ocean. You want to take it into the pool, you take it in the pool, you don't have to worry about it. It can go pretty deep into the water, so if you have an accidental drop in the water, it's no problem. Now, this is a premium phone. $1,000+ for this phone. It better be premium. Let me look at this built on this thing. It's amazing. It's really nice. Everything's beautiful. They did a really solid job on this phone. You guys can see the sides. It's really nice, beautiful. The back is a little fingerprint but magnet, but you know, that is what it is. Check that out. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Very minimalistic case. Look at the raised edges. The raised edges are only at the tip, right up here and right up here. Everything else is flush to the screen. So it's not gonna give you too much protection, but it'll definitely give you, I would say, a light drop protection. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's actually pearl inlays in here. I don't know if that's visible in the picture, in the video, but can you guys see that? It actually shines. You can't see it in here, but I can actually see it. It looks really, really nice. I don't think the camera is picking it up as much as what I can see in real life, but it's a really nice case. Check that out. You can kind of see it right now. You see that? It's a really nice case. I actually love the design on the side. It's very, very cool looking. I personally don't like cases at all, but if I were to use one, this is the one I keep on it all the time because I don't want to get the scratches on the back of it or on the front of it. I just don't want to deal with that. I do have to get a screen protector for this, which I don't have for yet. So we're gonna have to figure that one out soon. It's got the cutout on the bottom. Look at all the 4 cutouts right here. It's got all the cutouts for the charger, for your speaker, for your headphone jack. Samsung, I love this. You still have the headphone jack. You are probably one of the only people that still have the headphone jack on the Galaxy S10 Plus. It's really, really nice. Keep it going, okay? Now this is a ceramic edition. So this one comes with the black wires. Now, all the other Galaxy S10s, S10 Plus, S10e, they all come with white wire. Why not just give us the black wire? Make it easier. Nobody wants a white wire anymore. They get dirty so quickly. So just give us a black wire, simple, make it easy for us. And please, when you release a color, release in every region, not just in different countries. Like your pink one you have only in certain countries, or another color in different countries. I remember when they had Galaxy S9, they came out with a blue version that was only available in China. It's ridiculous. Come on. We want the blue version here in the United States also. What makes you think that we're not going to want that color? You've got the volume button up here, volume rocker up and down, and then you have the home button. You guys can see I have a pretty big hands, but even for me, if I hold it like this, if I'm holding from the bottom, which is what most people do when they're making a phone call. Now you want to shut it off, you press it down like that. I mean, for me, I can get it, but anybody with normal hands, it's going to be hard for you to do that. Look at that. I'm going to show you right now. I'm down here. okay? I have to slide it down a little bit, then close it, okay? Let me show you guys that again, okay? Watch this. So I gotta slide it down a little bit, just a little bit, and then I gotta close it, okay? So you guys see that? It's not easy for somebody that has either average hands or small hands. Next, they still have the Bixby button. I don't know why they still have Bixby, honestly, but they have it. You can remap it to whatever you want now. You can change it to any kind of option that you want. They do give you that option now. Back in the days, they wouldn't give you that option. It was the Bixby button, and that's all you had. So when you're watching Netflix, you got to be careful. You got to have a case on it because it makes it a lot easier for you to be able to watch Netflix. Otherwise, it keeps thinking you're touching the side of the screen. I don't like that. The curved display looks really, really, really nice, but it has some downsides, and I don't feel like they really need to put that on there. Personally, I would take that out. I'll just make it a flat screen. That is just how I feel about it. Now, it's just a personal choice that I want, but it is something that I had to tell you guys. So I personally would not use Face ID on this phone because it's not secure enough. I have a lot of information. I have credit cards. I have so many things that are in here. That's the benefit of having a Galaxy versus an iPhone. Galaxies gives you a whole different arrays of options and configurations to be able to get into your phone and whatnot. This does not have an iris sensor. For me personally, it does not matter. Old Galaxies had that, so you were able to pick up the phone, point it at your eyes, it would recognize you and open the phone. I don't really use that as much on a Galaxy because there's so many other options for you. Now, this works really well on an iPhone because they have the notch on top. In this phone specifically, for me, there's so many other options to get into it quickly. It doesn't really bother me. It has a fingerprint scanner built right inside the screen, so that's like the number one way I get into the phone. And if that doesn't work, I could use other ways to get into it. All right, guys. Now the next thing is if anybody's using 4K video, there's no stabilization with that at all. It may be a deal breaker for some of you guys if you guys are using a lot of 4K videos. I personally only use 1080p. It saves me a lot of space on my phone. It saves me a lot of space on my computer when I'm transferring a video. So it doesn't bother me that much. But for anybody that's using high-res videos and transferring them or wanted to do that, it's going to be a problem. Now, I don't know why Samsung did this. Probably something they can update with a software update, but this should already automatically be here. This phone's almost a year old now. It should already be here. Next thing that we have a problem with is there's no flash in the wide angle mode. If you have a lot of people in the picture, like if you go out with your friends, family, and you guys are outside and it's dark and you want to take a group picture or a picture with 10-15 people total together, you're not going to get that wide angle shot with a flash. Now, you used to be able to see up here when your phone was charging. It would be a red light that would show you that your phone is charging. Now you don't see that because there's no notification light anymore. That's a definite no-no in my book. You need to have a notification LED at Samsung. Bring that back if you can. You're one of the only ones that had it, and it was a really good feature. In the middle of the night, you could see sometimes, hey, you know what? I'm charging my phone. If you had it on a wireless charger or connected to a wall, now you're not able to see any of that stuff. All right, guys. Now, if I had to give this a rating, okay, from 1 to 10, I'm definitely gonna give this a high rating, okay? I'm comparing this to a lot of new phones. I just had the iPhone 11 Pro Max. I had the 10s Max. I just tried the Note 10 Plus, which I returned because I thought it was too boxy. So this is actually the perfect medium for me. So if I were to choose what to give this phone, I would give this a 9 out of a 10. 8.5 to a 9 out of a 10. It's a really solid phone. All right, guys. Well, that is the review, a real review of the Galaxy S10 Plus. Take it easy, guys. Please subscribe, like, and hit the bell icon for me.